Hello, girls and boys. Hello, respected seniors, my dear friends. Isn't this a very pleasant Sunday morning? And on this pleasant Sunday morning, myself, Dr. Anjali Dhote, and my dear friend, colleague, Dr. Rasika Pise, we welcome you all for this one of a kind, the first ever UA NOGS conference. How's the Josh, guys?
Hi, sir.
Hi, very high.
This platform is designed to promote the young talents of NOGS, the UAs. Our young brigade today is all set to rock the show. हम युवा है समा बदल देंगे यह जो आसमान है कदमों में उतार देंगे Such is the josh of these yuas which will be witnessed by all of us through the different modules which have been designed for this UA NOGS conference. Our young lady brigade is all set to shower us with their wisdom on various interesting topics. This will be followed by the prestigious UA NOGS oration. A fiery debate and a mind-boggling quiz are in the store too. So let us begin to rock the show. Over to you, Rasika.
I request our President, Dr. Vaidehi Marathe ma'am, our guest of honor, Malika Bhandarkar ma'am, and chief guest, Dr. Jaideep Tang sir, to inaugurate by lightning the virtual summary. I request our President, Dr. Vaidehi Marathe ma'am, to deliver her welcome address. No words are enough to describe her enthusiasm and dedication towards redefining NOGS. She is the most gorgeous and digital president ever for NOGS. We present to you Dr. Vaidehi Marathe ma'am.
Thank you so much, Dr. Rasika. Today's chief guest, respected Dr. Jaideep Tang sir. Today's guest of honor, the India's youth icon, Ms. Malika Bhandarkar. Today's faculty, chairpersons, and my Yuvas of NOGS. On this beautiful Sunday morning, I welcome all of you to this never before, first of its kind, NOGS Yuva Conference. The young people are a powerful force for good, and with their energy, they can bring a miraculous change. And hence, this event was planned keeping all this in mind. It's a focused, dedicated event to all our young brigade, a platform given to them to showcase their skills and talent. I'm deeply indebted to Dr. Jaideep Tang sir, Secretary General of FOXY, who consented to be the chief guest today in spite of his very, very busy schedule. Thank you so much, sir. Today's guest of honor, Ms. Malika, the youth icon and the table tennis prodigy of India. Thank you so much for gracing today's event and accepting our invite. You are a source of inspiration for the youth of NOGS as well as India. Today, we are going to witness the tremendous talent of our members. The day is going to be packed with youthful energy and josh. Each session is uniquely designed to bring out the best, allowing us to tap their skills so that all of us can witness how supremely talented our young people are. Here, I wish to congratulate Dr. Yamini Gadkari Kale, who is awarded this year's Yuva NOGS Oration. She truly deserves it. I cannot end without acknowledging the outstanding work done by the coordinators of this event, Dr. Riju and Amok Chimote, Dr. Meghna Agrawal, and all our MOCs of the day. They have really taken lots of efforts to make this event a grand success. So without much ado, I welcome all of you to this Josh Bhara High on Energy event, Yuva NOGS 2020. Keep the Josh high, girls and boys. Stay tuned in through the day. Thank you so much.
Thank you, ma'am. In these trying times of pandemic, the whole world was brought to stand still. Gradually, things are coming back to normalcy after 10 months. In these unprecedented times, without proper support system, our beloved President Ma'am has indeed successfully steered the NOGS through these stormy times. This has been a path-breaking presidency event from numerous innovative activities that have been carried out. Just to name a few, NOGS has won 13 Foxy Prizes. DGO Gyan, a platform for online CME and webinar, was started by NOGS. There have been 12 awareness videos for public awareness. Then our President Ma'am, she has started 5 rush teams in different areas of Nagpur to help fellow gynecologists in emergency and crisis. NOGS has been the pioneer in monthly publications as well. NOGS she has also started NOGS Ki Pathshala, a collection of educational videos for members which has obstetrics, gynecology, infertility, ultrasound, and medical legal aspects, which all over India and world can access. This video bank was launched by the First Lady of Nagpur, by Amrita Fadnavis ma'am, on 29th of September. The part 1 has been released and part 2 is going to be released at the end of her tenure. Over to you, Anjali ma'am.
Thank you, Rasika. Our vivacious President Ma'am has indeed, as rightly said by Rasika, successfully steered our NOGS ship through these stormy times. I cannot help but mention these lines from Harivansh Rai Bachchan ji. लहरों से डरकर नौका पार नहीं होती, कोशिश करने वालों की कभी हार नहीं होती. She has been working tirelessly along with her team throughout the year to make this year a really memorable one. She has set the standards pretty high. As mentioned earlier by my fellow colleague, she has been busy throughout, carrying out various activities. Publications are one of them. We had the guidelines protocol booklet. On the basis of this year's NOGS themes, basics and beyond, our own society members have contributed in making this ready reckoner applicable to our clinical day-to-day practice. Undoubtedly, it is very beneficial to all the practitioners. Then we come to the Noogle. Noogle is the patient handout, which has been published in 3 different languages, English, Hindi, and Marathi, and has been immensely beneficial to the patients. After tiring efforts from our very own society members, we have been able to publish this Noogle, which is actually providing information to all the patients on all varied topics, right from the topic of conception to preconception, to first trimester, second trimester screening, including all the malignancies and preventive gynecology. We also had talent search competitions, various talent search competitions organized by our beloved president. She has kept up the spirits of all our society members pretty high. Every month there have been various talent search expeditions. All the hidden talents of our Noxians have come to light, thanks to President Ma'am again for her innovative ideas. We have had competitions in various categories such as art, craft, culinary skills, dance, decorations, fitness. These have been published as talent magazines. Already 3 talent magazines are out. One of them is the art, second is the craft one, and third is the culinary skills magazine. Over to you, Rasika.
Let us all have a look.
Volume increase kar. There is no audio, Rasika.
Just a minute, ma'am.
Amok, tell her which box to tick before playing the video.
Rasika, is a computer sound to maximum?
Also, when you play, na, you need to tick that box, optimize wala. Stop share and leave.
I'm talking to her regarding.
Sorry, Jaideep sir, please give us 2-3 minutes extra. We want.
Absolutely no time. I'm going to be with you all for quite some time. There
Oh,
is no
that's great,
hurry.
sir.
Please take your time. No problem.
Thank you, sir. Thank you.
Just a minute, she had some unstable internet connection. She's just sorting it out.
No problem. I thought, Amok, to get a good audio, you need to tick some box na before you play the video when you share screen.
It's a box for optimizing video.
Optimize. Yes, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
If just tell her if she's aware.
Yeah, I told her that. She's just doing it.
Okay.
With new technology comes new technical glitches and technical problems we need to solve on our own. Earlier we had people doing this for us. Now we have to learn.
Yes, we've been able to do it to quite a certain extent. I feel some glitches are end moment time. Yeah, network dependent. Yeah, she's logged in again. Unmute ka Rasika.
Unmute yourself, Rasika.
Rasika la co-host kar Amok patkan.
Yes, ma'am. I'm so sorry, ma'am, for
No problem.
this network
Just relax.
problem.
Go ahead.
सोचा कहाँ था ये जो हो गया, आना कहाँ था ये जो हो गया, ये कोई काटो ना है सबको होश में, कदमों को थामो ये है और भी जोश में, पागल पे पाँव है, या छूटा गाँव है, अब तो भाई चल पड़ी अपनी ये गाँव है, पागल पे पाँव है, या छूटा गाँव है, अब तो भाई चल पड़ी अपनी ये गाँव है। चल पड़ी है हम सफर, अजनबी तो है जगह, लगता हमको मगर कुछ कर देंगे हम मगर, ख्वाब में क्यों दिखा पर था छिपा बस जाएगा वो बादल पे पाँव है या छूटा गाँव है, अब तो भाई बड़ी अपनी ये गाँव है, बादल पे पाँव है या छूटा गाँव है, अब तो भाई बड़ी अपनी ये गाँव है।
So these are our 3 publications. Noogle, Ready
Video is
Record.
not clear. We're not able to see well. Never mind. Maybe we can show it later.
Okay, ma'am.
It's the image is all hazy, you know. I don't know.
What you can do is just stop your share screen and untick the optimize for video. That will come properly.
Okay, because I can see it very clearly, ma'am. Wait, so what you said?
Just stop share, screen share.
Okay, yeah.
Tick the boxes for video, optimize for video sharing.
Okay.
And then share your screen.
Yeah. Is it clear now?
No, still not clear.
No problem, Rasika. Go ahead. Let's not waste time. It's okay.
Okay, ma'am. So now I welcome our guest of honor, Malika Bhandarkar ma'am, the prodigy we have as our guest of honor today. She is city's ace table tennis player who, with her extraordinary talent and perseverance, clinched several major achievements and gold medals at international and national levels. First Indian to represent India in Youth Olympics 2010. 4 times national champion, has been a child prodigy. Bronze medalist in senior national, awarded Nagabhushan Award in 2010. She is the only player in Maharashtra to win in 4 categories: cadet, sub-junior, junior, and women's title. Represented India at first Asian Youth Games at Singapore. Represented India in French Junior Open and Spanish Junior Open and won silver. She has been to GSC World Tour Austrian Open and Belgium Open. So here I welcome Malika Bhandarkar ma'am.
Good morning. Thank you, all of you, for inviting me. It's a great privilege, and I hope that, I'm from a very different profession, but I think the job that all of you do is like the chain, it is the starting point of the chain of the society. It's a funny thing because since I was a kid, I wanted to be a doctor. But as I got better at table tennis, I realized that it's better I play table tennis because, to be honest, I wasn't even that smart, I think. But I think table tennis was my calling. Like, I'm sure this profession is your calling. And how many ever doctors I know or I've heard about them, it is a really difficult job, because especially your job, because you're called in at night times and everything. So I think whatever you guys do is one of the most difficult things anybody can do. And especially, for mothers, the jobs that you do is great. I have to thank you from all the normal people that are out there. And just like my job, I think it requires a lot of hard work, focus, and dedication, and especially discipline. So I think this is the only thing where our jobs are similar. But I think it's a great job. And thank you so much for calling me here. And I'm really privileged. So thank you. And I hope you have a good day today. A good morning. So thank you all for inviting me. It's an honor.
Yeah, Dr. Rasika.
Rasika, unmute.
Dr. Rasika, you'll have to unmute yourself. Yeah.
Yes, ma'am. Yeah. Thank you so much, ma'am. Thank you so much, Malika Bhandarkar ma'am, for all the kind words. We welcome you to UNOGS. Over to you, Anjali Dhote ma'am.
Thank you, Rasika. Our chief guest today, Dr. Jaideep Tangsar, has been really very kind enough to accept our invitation to be the chief guest for this first ever UA NOGS conference. It's an honor to have you with us, sir, today. Sir is Secretary General Foxy. He's President MOGS, Chairperson FIGO Committee for Safe Abortions. He is Deputy Secretary Asia Oceania Federation of Obstetrics and Gynecology. Consultant at Ashwini Maternity and Surgical Hospital. Sir has been visiting consultant for 15 IVF centers. He has been very instrumental in drafting the proposal for FIGO, which has resulted in a grant of a whopping $13 million to a 10-country project. He has also been instrumental in amendments of the MTP Act with Government of India. Currently, Sir has been working on developing a proposal for a 6-country project on menstrual hygiene. He's also developing a project for NOGS geared towards assisting underprivileged women in urban slums with their menstrual hygiene needs. These are just a few of his work and achievements. The list is really exhaustive. So without taking much time, I again profusely thank you, sir, on behalf of Team NOGS for accepting our invitation. And I request you, sir, to kindly address the audience.
Thank you very much, Anjali, for that very kind and very generous introduction. At the beginning, let me say that the NOGS will never ever have to thank me for anything. I really love coming to Nagpur. I love meeting so many of my friends there. I can see Dr. Shrikhande attending this occasion also. And it's always a pleasure to speak to this very enthusiastic, vibrant, and dynamic society. I must here say that Vaidehi and Rajasi this year has been exceptional, not only for NOGS, but for any society in Foxy. For those of who you may not be aware, Foxy is a federation of member societies. We have over 250 member societies all over India with over 34,000 members. And really this year has been quite exceptional for NOGS led by Vaidehi and Rajasi, and I can see very well supported by the executive committee of the Nagpur Society. Let me acknowledge the coordinators of this program, Amog, Riju, and Meghna, the quiz coordinators, Rujuta and Suvarna, and the master of ceremonies for this inauguration, Anjali and Rasika. You know, they say that there is an opportunity within every crisis. And this is a very famous saying and something which has been reiterated so many times by one of my very close friend and mentors, Leslie Regan. And I must say this year that Vaidehi and Rajsi, you have taken this crisis of the pandemic by the scruff of its neck and shaken it quite loose with all the wonderful and innovative programs that you have done throughout the year.
Thank you so much.
Let me illustrate what I mean by innovative and popular programs. First of all, of course, there is this topic and the fact that you have chosen this whole day's program to center around the youth. You must have read Oscar Wilde. I'm a big fan of Oscar Wilde, and Oscar Wilde said, "Youth, there is nothing like youth. The middle-aged are mortgaged to life, the old are in life's lumber room, but youth is the lord of the life, and youth has a kingdom waiting for it." I don't envy them, however, because Oscar Wilde did go on to say that to get my youth back, I would do anything in the world except take exercise, get up early, or be respectable. So, although I envy the youth, I don't think I want to go back to being a youth again. So, let me acknowledge that if you have invited me as a senior, as a chief guest for a program of the youth, it now means that I'm officially old. And speaking of innovations and thoughtfulness and detailing of your programs, I'm delighted to see that you have invited as the chief guest and guest of honor people from the complete opposites of the athletic spectrum. On the one hand, you have this fantastic athlete, Mrs. Malika, whom we have just heard, and then you have me on the other hand. So it is really a pleasure and a privilege to be here. And let me again acknowledge the fact that NOGS programs are not only seen in NOGS, I believe that they are viewed very enthusiastically all over the country, as your viewership will show. And I particularly like the titles that you have given all your sessions. I particularly admire the way you have titled the debate with Auxilium and Adversus. As someone who is an Asterix and Obelix comics fan, I can tell you that that brings back so many memories of Obelix and Asterix comics. So again, congratulations, all the very best for this wonderful program that you have devised. And I'm sure that it will be fruitful and beneficial for everybody who attends it. Thank you very much for inviting me.
Vaidehi, Vaidehi, with
Lakshmi.
your kind permission, can I
Yes.
say something? Yes.
Please, please.
Yeah. Jaideep, you have made Foxy very youth friendly. I must say that you are the digital man of Foxy who has means made Foxy from paper to digital and youth friendly. You have started so many UA initiatives in Foxy. And I know whether he has not invited you as a senior person, she has invited you as a UA friendly. We consider you as UA.
Thank you, madam. That is just a
You
joke.
put it
And
perfectly,
we
First.
all
You put it
wish
perfectly.
to see you as our incoming Foxy president. I urge everyone who is here logged in, please support Dr. Jaideep Tank wholeheartedly for the upcoming Foxy presidential election. He is the most deserving candidate for the
Absolutely.
post.
Absolutely.
So Jaideep, we all are with you. Whole NOGS is with you, and all the very best from all of us.
Thank you, madam. Thank you.
Energy is always with you, sir.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you, Lakshmi
And
ma'am. Thank you, sir.
Vaidehi, you are really doing great. I liked even your title, You Are. You are really creative, innovative, and doing a great work. Keep rocking. Keep rocking.
That's the teamwork, Lakshmi, totally.
I agree. But our team is fantastic.
Fabulous, absolutely fabulous.
Yes.
Thank you, sir. It is always a pleasure listening to you. Thank you so much. A line for our president, beloved president Vaidehi ma'am. एडवर्सिटी को अपॉर्चुनिटी में कैसे चेंज करना है, अगर ये सीखना है तो कोई वैदेही मैम से सीखे.
Thank you.
So moving ahead, Rasika, can you please change the slide? Share your
Yes.
screen.
Yes, ma'am.
This is an important announcement of all of you, those who are attending. If you want to avail the MMC and ICOG credit points, please take a screenshot of this slide. You have all the phone numbers there, and you can just contact them and try to avail your MMC credit points. We will also add you to our broadcast list to keep you updated about our future events. Over to you, Rasika.
I request Dr. Rajasi ma'am, Secretary NOGS, to propose the vote of thanks.
Thank you, Rasika. Good morning, everybody. It's too early to thank, but as per the protocol, I have to propose my vote of thanks right now at the end of the inauguration. So here we go. Jaideep sir, first and foremost, you are our quintessential youth icon. So there is no two minds about it that aap senior ho, it's isliye. When we talk about youth, you are the first person who came to our mind, and rightfully so, you have been invited as the chief guest for this conference today. And we are so happy and thankful that you accepted and you are here today to grace the occasion. It is, after all, we say youth is just, it's not related to age. So the many things that you have done for Foxy in your tenure, and all the youthful inspiring stuff you are doing, the innovations that you are bringing into age old rituals that have been going on, that's what youth signifies, I think, rather than a particular number of age. So truly, sir, you are an inspiration and our icon to look up to. Thank you so much for being here with us today. Our next, our guest of honor for today, the young talented Mallika Bhandarkar. Thank you, dear. It was really wonderful to have you here. And definitely, you are a youth icon. We are interested in knowing more about you, but maybe at some other later date. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Thank you. Yeah.
Today, we have all the youth faculty with us, all our members less than 40, 42 years of age, who have been divided into 3 separate modules, and we have one Yuva Energies oration. The first module is about knowledge is precipitous. These are small talks on important clinical aspects, not more than 4 minutes, just the take home messages, just the concoction of what is exactly needed to be done. And we have the presenters list here today: Dr. Riju, Dr. Divya, Dr. Neha Punyani, Dr. Meghna, Dr. Neha Bhargav, Dr. Unnati, Dr. Shwetali, and Dr. Nidhi. Folks, stay tuned to listen to these young girls tell you in brief the take home messages about various interesting topics across academy. Educating and supporting our youth is the best way to invest in a prosperous future. And we have our orator for today, Dr. Yamini Kare, a young talented gynecologist who will be delivering the Yuva Energies oration on unraveling the learning curve of laparoscopy, a unique perspective. Yamini is a new discovery in our team, and she has involved all through the she's academically also very inclined, and the jury had no second doubts for choosing her for being delivering this oration. So we look forward to hearing a stalwart orator. You're never too young to change the world. Innovision, that's our next module, in which our young doctors have innovated certain techniques in OBGY in their own style. उनका खुद का दिमाग लगा के कुछ नया निकाल के लाए हैं इन्होंने. So in Innovision, we have Dr. Amok Chimote, Dr. Sanjana Sainani, Dr. Shashikant Raghuvanshi, and Dr. Swadha Kotpalliwar, who will be demonstrating certain videos and techniques of innovations that they have made on their own. It's better to debate a question without settling it than to settle a question without debating it. Youth है, energy है, तो sparks तो उड़ेंगे ही. We have our debates, duel of doubts. Debaters, Dr. Ami and Dr. Rupali, Dr. Soumya and Dr. Parul, Dr. Pawan and Dr. Amol, and Dr. Payal and Dr. Swati. Interesting topics, racing across academics and a little bit of non-academics also. So definitely don't miss the debates. And be humble enough to admit you're not perfect, but determined enough to strive to be perfect. The quiz. Academics across reproductive endocrinology, high risk combed. We have had a preliminary round which was extremely tough, neck to neck competition. We had 6 teams, out of which we have selected for today's final round 3 teams. The teams are not in a line. They are Dr. Unnati Shende and Dr. Amir Rahatekar in one team, Dr. Soumya Rathi and Dr. Swadha Kotpalliwar in the second team, and Dr. Trupti Wankhede and Dr. Swati Maraskole in the last team. We wish them all the best and are ready to enjoy another interesting, sensational round of quiz here today. My heartfelt thanks to all the chairpersons for the various modules: Dr. Prajakta Barde, Dr. Rachita Pahukar, Dr. Varsha Dhavre, Dr. Bhakti Gurzar, Dr. Sushma Khandagare, Dr. Anupama Anand, Dr. Pragati Kharatkar, and Dr. Shivangi Girdar. Thank you. It's you people who are the youthful seniors who will be guiding our Yuva faculty through all the modules today. Thank you so much, dear chairpersons. And the anchors for today who are smoothly conducting each and every session: Dr. Amog and Riju Chimote, Dr. Anjali Dhote, Dr. Rasika Pisse, Dr. Megha Jain, and Dr. Shraddha Thakur. I tell you, these kids are so techno savvy. It's amazing how quickly they learn and adapt themselves to technology. Really worth learning. And the core committee, the nucleus without which we couldn't have done this successful conference. Thank you so much to Dr. Amog and Dr. Riju, Dr. Meghna, and Dr. Suvarna Joshi and Dr. Rujuta Phuke for conducting the quiz, the preliminary round, as well as today's round. Thank you so much, all of you. MMC observer for today, Dr. Priyanka Kamble, madam. Ma'am, thank you so much. We welcome you today and we want you to stay till the end for a wonderful session. Dear friends, as you all know, our conference has been awarded one ICOG and one MMC credit point. For availing the MMC credit points or the ICOG credit point, you need to send us your name, your registration number, your email address and phone number to any one of these numbers right now on your screen. You may take a screenshot of these two numbers, or I shall be writing it later in the chat box so you can note it from there. Please send us your details to anyone. NOGS charges a nominal processing fee, and then we will be sending over your certificates to you. Special thanks to Dr. Mandakini Megh madam and Dr. Parag Beniwale kind enough to award ICOG credit points to all our conferences and CMs. Our office staff, Mrs. Aarti Kaure and Kapil Kuhite, who have helped us with everything that office work demands. Thank you so much, both of you. Here, lastly, is the number of our NOGS office. Please note this down in case you need to be notified of our future online DGOG and CMEs and our events. Please send us your name and mobile number on this number. We shall add you to our broadcast list and we shall notify you of our future events. So friends, that's my formal vote of thanks. We are now starting the session and enjoying a wonderful Joshila day throughout the day with all our Yuvas. Thank you so much and have a wonderful day, all of you. Over to you, Anjali. I think you're muted, Anjali.
Yeah. Thank you, ma'am. Rasika, are you there?
Yes, ma'am.
Rasika, over to you.
Thank you so much, Rajasi ma'am. Now.
So we are done with the inauguration and we'll be proceeding with session 1, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, ma'am.
Jaideep sir, thank you so much for gracing today's event on a Sunday morning, especially when you, I think, would like to have a relaxed morning. We asked you to, we pulled you up from there and asked you to log in. So thank you so much once again, sir. And the titles that you were praising, I would really like to put this on record that our young dynamic coordinators, although the concept was not mine, I should say, but this was my idea to have this youth conference, but the beautiful captions, the Yuva that you liked was caption coined by Rajasi, and all sessions that we conceptualized were captioned so innovatively by Amog, Riju and Meghna. So I just wanted you to know that. And unfortunately, you could not see our videos. I will be WhatsApping them to you, sir. So just do have a look once. Thank you so much for logging in today and gracing today's function. Thank you, sir.
Thank you, Vaidi.
Do stay back, sir, for at least a session if you have time.
Yes, I will. And I have to go to the hospital, but I'll log in again after some time.
Thank you, sir. Thank you so much.
So here we begin our journey with the Yuvas, the knowledge precipitous. It's raining knowledge in true sense. Our Yogdas for this session will be showering us with their knowledge on various topics, including infertility, aesthetics, vaccination. To chair this session, I invite Dr. Prajakta Burde ma'am, a very charming, helpful private practitioner in Nagpur, and Dr. Rachita Pahukar ma'am, an eminent obstetrician and gynecologist of Orange City.
Thank you, Rasika. And I thank Dr. Vaidhi madam for giving us the opportunity to chair the session. Thank you, madam.
Over to you, Anjali ma'am.
Yeah. Thank you, Rasika. So let me invite Dr. Riju Chimote. She is our first speaker of the day, a charming personality, always ready to help others. That is how I know her. She is MD OBGY and a fellow in reproductive medicine. She has been trained in embryology from ART. She is diplomat in Ian Donald School of OBGY. She has authored various chapters and publications in index journals. So can't wait more to listen to our dear Riju. Welcome, Dr. Riju.
Thank you so much, Anjali ma'am, for the kind introduction. Can I share my screen?
Yeah.
So on behalf of Team Yuva at NOGS, I extend a very warm welcome to our chief guest, guest of honor, our esteemed faculties, and all our lovely delegates present here. So how's the Josh, guys?
Hi, sir.
Hi, sir.
Nice.
So my topic today is exploring the tunnels of reproduction. So when you think of tunnels of reproduction, a lot of things come into your mind. But in these 4 minutes, I'll basically be talking about the two most important tunnels. That is the fallopian tube. Basically the newer methods of tubal patency testing. So I hope my audio visual is fine.
Yeah, it's fine.
Yes, yes.
So there's a long list of tests available for tubal patency. But there's no ideal test, no such test which can be called labeled as ideal test for tubal patency. So sonosalpingography, it is a relatively old procedure which can be done in a day-to-day OPD practice with the help of just by TBS. It is minimally invasive technique with lesser side effects and lesser painful than HSG. And there are various modifications of SSG. The first being the SonoSure. SonoSure is a handheld device which has a fillable fluid bag. You can adjust the amount of fluid distension media in the uterine cavity, and it has an added advantage of a malleable tip from which you can take an endometrial sampling as well. In pulse Doppler, usually it is done along with SSG when SSG reveals a small segmental block. And at that point, you just need to place a Doppler gate at the point of expected block. And if there is an absence of color flow beyond that point, that means there's a tubal block. With color Doppler, all you need is to just put in a color box over the adnexa, and you have to make sure that you are avoiding the myometrium. The filling of the box with the color indicates that the tubes are patent. Agitated saline solution is nothing but mixing of saline and SIS along with air bubbles. It gives better outlining of lumen compared to plain normal saline, and it is cheap and cost effective. But when we compare it with HycoC, which is a highly ecogenic media, the effect is relatively short. So HycoC can be detected both by B mode, Doppler mode, and 3D. And the various contrast media used can be EcoVist, LevoVist, Exem Gel, and SonoView. SonoView scanning technique again is the same as that for saline infusion sonography. In HycoC with contrast mode, the advantage is that it further enhances the contrast and there is clear visualization of the fimbrial spill or the site of block. And in contrast, in 3D HycoC with SonoView, we get a complete picture of uterus as well as the both tubes in a 3-dimension picture. So this is periscopy. Periscopy is nothing but a bubble test, which is commonly which was commonly seen by Dr. Shauki and Dr. Shankpal's bubble test. But in 2018, Dr. Parry patented, and he called it as periscopy. He used a simple office hysteroscope under sedation, and it helped in detecting the structural as well as functional patency of the tubes. All you need to do is use a 2 cc syringe, and through the inflow tract, you just need to push in air, and the gushing inflow, the ease with which the air bubbles are sucked in tells us about the functional as well as the structural patency. The last part is the natural orifice transluminal endoscopic surgery, and these helps in not only diagnosing but also helps in the therapeutic procedure. And the transvaginal hydrolaparoscopy was basically the fertiloscopy was basically devised to help in transvaginal hydrolaparoscopy, which has two catheters. One is intrauterine catheter, the other is transvaginal catheter. Through the first of all, through the intrauterine catheter, the inflation is done, and through the transvaginal catheter, first of all, with the help of various hydroperitoneum dilatation is done, and then dye is inserted through the intrauterine device, and we check for the spillage of the dye. At the same time, we can do a therapeutic procedure. Ampullary and fimbrial salpingoscopy has an added advantage to help us in making the decision to whether go for a tubal microsurgery or directly take up the patient for in vitro.
3.5 minutes are over. Half minute
To
to go.
conclude, I'm almost done. To conclude, there's no technique known as the best technique, and we always have to individualize the type of investigation, the patient management according to the patient, and weigh the risk to benefit ratio. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Riju, for the excellent presentation. I congratulate you. Thank you so much.
Thank you, ma'am.
ठीक है क्या इंटरनेट शुरू नहीं है क्या?
Thank you so much, ma'am.
शुरू है?
Thank you, Riju.
ठीक.
Moving ahead to our next speaker, I invite Dr. Divya Devani. Over to you, Rasika.
Yes. I invite Dr. Divya Devani as our next speaker. She's a budding gynecologist in Nagpur, trained for IUI and was in fertility. She's a director of and consultant at Polyclinic Life Care in Jaripatka. She's also consultant at various hospitals in Nagpur. She has also received Best Paper Award and Best Case Presentation in NACHI NOGIS 2017. Here I invite Dr. Divya Devani.
Dr. Divya, you can start sharing your screen now, please. And kindly unmute yourself. Dr. Divya is still mute. You have to unmute yourself, please.
Are the slides visible, sir?
They're visible. They're visible.
Vaccination in adolescents, which is the need of the hour. I would like to just explain why it is most needed in the current times. Since the vaccinations in adolescents, these diseases have higher morbidity and higher incidence during the adolescence period. High morbidities in hepatitis A and varicella, high incidence of mumps and meningococcal infections. It also helps in boosting the waning immune responses of certain vaccines which were administered during infancy and early childhood. Due to the tendency of adolescents to indulge in risk-taking activities like promiscuity, substance abuse, intravenous drug administration of drugs, they are more susceptible to infections like hepatitis B and HPV. Also to provide protection against cervical cancer appearing in early adulthood. Hepatitis A. Adolescents have higher tendency due to more frequent visits in restaurants and eating outside home. They are more vulnerable and have increased severity of this infection. Hepatitis A vaccine is administered IM, 2 shots of vaccine of 1 ml in adults, which is required if we are using Havvarix, which can be given 6 to 12 months apart, or Vacta, which can be given 6 to 18 weeks apart. Hepatitis B vaccine, as previously told, they are more indulged in promiscuity and early exposure of sexual activities in current times. Adolescents are more vulnerable to hepatitis B. The dosing schedule of hepatitis B is 0.5 ml IM, which can be given in 1 to 2 months and 4 to 6 months. That means 3 doses are required. But at the same time, we have to make sure that the first and second dose are 4 weeks apart, second and third doses are 8 weeks apart, and first and third doses are 16 weeks apart. Hepatitis HPV vaccines. The 2 vaccines available are Cervarix and Gardasil. Both the vaccines are against HPV type 16 and 18. And Gardasil is also provides protection against 6 and 11. The new Gardasil 9 has also come up, which is active against 6, 11, 16, 18, 42, 52, and 58. But that is not presently available in India. Gardasil is also provides protection against genital warts in females and males. Only Gardasil has been shown to protect against cancers of vulva, vagina, and anus. The recommendations are for girls 11 to, if we are giving 11 between 11 to 12 years, 2 doses are required, and after 14 years or elder ones, 3 doses are required if they have not received any doses yet. Presently, there are no recommendations for bladder cell vaccination in males, and HPV vaccines are not to be given during pregnancies. MMR vaccine, WHO recommends 2 approaches for rubella vaccination for prevention of congenital rubella syndrome, which can be given in adolescent girls or women of childhood age.
3.5 minutes are done.
Okay.
30 more seconds for you.
Yes, ma'am. Adolescents which have not been previously vaccinated, 1 dose can be given and 2 doses can be given if the age is more than 13 years. These are the complications of rubella. Tdap vaccination and TD vaccination. Tdap has been the most recent advancement which can be given to adolescents and childbearing age, especially during pregnancies, during 27 to 28, starting from 27 to 28 weeks. Other important vaccines are influenza vaccine, which can be given 0.5 ml IM and which has to be given every year. Varicella vaccine, which can be given in less than 13 years, 1 dose, and more than.
Your time is up.
The last slide, meningococcal vaccine, 11 to 12 years, should be given meningococcal conjugate vaccine, which needs a booster dose after 5 years. And pneumococcal vaccine is prescribed only at those who are at high risk. Thank you. We'll be receiving COVID vaccines very soon. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Divya, for the nice presentation. Adolescents need to be educated regarding vaccination, and it's a very nice presentation by you. Thank you.
Amok, can you check who's unmuted, because we have muted everyone. Somewhere there is some background audio issue.
Ma'am, I've muted them.
Okay.
Okay, Dr. Rasika, you can move on to the next speaker, please.
Our next speaker for today is Dr. Neha Punyani. She's a fetal medicine expert practicing in Nagpur. She has also worked as fetal medicine consultant in Kingsway and presented various papers on neurodevelopmental outcome of fetuses with mild ventriculomegaly at an international conference, and also has a study on abnormalities of umbilical and portal ductus venosus system in fetus with its outcome. Here I present you Neha Punyani.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you for inviting me. Good morning, respected seniors and colleagues. Today, I'll be taking a brief look at what aesthetics in pregnancy is about. So to start with, we all know pregnancy is a period of profound endocrine and metabolic transformations.
Dr.
Sorry,
Neha,
sir.
your presentation is not visible. You have to select the PowerPoint window. You have selected the documents folder. You have to select the PowerPoint window when you share your screen.
Sir, I went to PowerPoint window only. It's in the documents in the PowerPoint form.
No, you have to open your PowerPoint first. And when you share the screen, you have to select the PowerPoint.
Okay, sir. Is it visible now, sir?
No. Stop your screen share first.
Okay.
Okay, when you share your screen, select the PowerPoint window.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Is it fine now?
Yeah, that is fine now.
Okay. Good morning, respected seniors and colleagues. We'll be taking a brief look at what aesthetics in pregnancy is. So to start with, we all know that pregnancy is a period of profound endocrine and metabolic transformations, which lead to dramatic changes in the body shape, size, skin, and hair. Some of these changes are not so pleasant and becomes a source of mental stress, leading to body dissatisfaction, or what we call as negative body image in some. Hyperpigmentation is one of the most common problems, occurring as a result of overproduction of melanocyte stimulating hormone. Pigmentation around the face, also known as melasma, chloasma, or pregnancy mask, is seen around cheek, forehead, and eyes. Another form of pigmentation which we see is linea nigra. Patients should be counseled that these changes generally subside after pregnancy and no form of treatment is required. Pigmentary changes seen around breast include secondary areola, pigmented and large nipples. Also, there occurs loss of contour and volume in some patients post-delivery. Therefore, patient counseling is crucial. Another problem of concern is that of the stretch marks. It is seen in 90% of the patients, mainly over the abdomen, thighs, breast. It occurs as a result of excessive stretching of skin leading to collagen breakdown, mainly seen in younger women, women having familial history, increased weight gain during pregnancy. Although various creams and lotions containing vitamin E, cocoa butter, aloe vera has been used for prevention, but there's not enough evidence. Therefore, maintaining adequate moisturization and hydration starting from 12 weeks onwards till term may help prevent stretch marks and its severity. Generally, stretch marks fade and shrink postpartum, but they do not disappear completely. So if at all patient needs any treatment, they can opt for postpartum laser. Acne is another very disturbing problem occurring as a result of overactivity of sebaceous glands leading to increased oil production. Patients should be counseled that they generally subside after pregnancy and any form of treatment should be avoided in pregnancy as most of the treatment forms are teratogenic. However, preparations containing glycolic acid and azelaic acid for local applications can be used safely. Patients should be briefed about the preventive measures like avoiding touching and popping of acne, avoiding oily food, avoiding high glycemic index food, avoiding use of any oil-based or comedogenic cosmetic products. Engaging in regular and moderate exercise may help prevent acne and reduce the severity. Also, patient can opt for home remedies like the use of aloe vera gel, neem, clay mask, and so on. If at all patient needs a extensive treatment, can consult a dermatologist or wait for the delivery and can opt for various forms of treatment later on. Now, weight gain, though it's a normal phenomena, it becomes a source of mental stress.
Thank you, Meghna, for the excellent presentation and congratulations also.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you. Thanks a lot.
Thank you, ma'am. We'll be moving on to our next Dr. Rasika.
Yes. So our next speaker for today is Dr. Neha Bhargava. She's a very budding and beautiful gynecologist in Nagpur. She is an oncosurgeon, consultant oncosurgeon and laparoscopic surgeon attached to care hospitals and various other hospitals in Nagpur. Has done various presentations nationally and internationally and has a keen interest in preventive oncology. So here I invite our next speaker, Dr. Neha Bhargava.
Thank you, Rasika. A very good Sunday morning. Can I share my screen now?
Yeah, please do.
Is it visible?
No. Yes, now it's visible.
Visible, Amok?
Yeah, visible.
Respected dignitaries, I'm Dr. Neha Bhargava, and the next 360 seconds, let's together find the lost art of bimanual examination. It started in 1822 and it's almost 200-year-old now. Lubricating fingers of the examining hand in the vagina and the other stronger hand on the lower belly to palpate pelvic organs. It involves assessing the cervix, the os, the length of the cervix, its consistency, cervical motion, assessing the uterus, its size, for adnexal muscles. A rectovaginal examination should always be done with it. The examination is incomplete without it. Even with advances in imaging, I think the operator experience decides the result. And just like Mr. Biden, bimanual examination is indispensable. So when I'm talking of bimanual examination, I'm talking here of pathology location, pathology consistency,